time, I need the show because with teenagers, it's a whole different ball game. And
To make it so that we can learn, like, because you bring so many experts on the show, and you actually bring in your life experiences and everything, so that helps people.
That's so.
And
That's
you
so
were
lovely.
the, like, since now media is very active, there is YouTube, there is everything, there are many shows and all, but I remember you were the first one. I used to read your blog, and you were the first mom who started it for me, and I believe there was not much of media attention towards it.
Yeah.
You were the first mom blogger in a way, that helped us.
That's so
it's
kind,
really
and
encouraging.
it really encourages me because I am trying to get the show back on, and I'm very honest about the fact that it's a very hard job because it's what's called an advertiser funded program, AFP. So I bring in the sponsors and the platform, and that way I own the IP and I have creative control, which I think is very important because so I don't just host the show, I write and create it as well.
Yes,
Which is why the journey of getting all those pieces of the puzzle together is somewhat harder because I have to get all that before I make it. But believe me, just a few weeks ago, I told my husband I am really now focused to get it back because I need to get the show back on and I need to focus also on these teenage years because I do think it's an area where we all need. Again, like I said, I don't ever want to give tips because I'm also learning and we're all learning. But I think we all could really do with helping each other in that space. So I'm very grateful for the encouragement, and I promise you, I'm working hard to bring it back, and I'm trying. I hope we manage successfully. Thank you so much, and take care, and
You too.
lots of love. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. So lovely, and Avira, I really feel grateful because as I've expressed, you guys know, it is 14 years ago I started the Tara Sharma Show, and I don't ever want to be someone who self pities at all because I'm so grateful for everything. I worked really hard, but yeah, sometimes I do feel I didn't get enough mileage from it, or it didn't get enough new noise. I kind of expected 5 seasons into the show, people would be chasing me to make it, brands, platforms, because I know that touch with the audience, like so sweetly Alvira said, they really liked it. But I realize also that it's quite niche, and something like that. In many ways, you have to work harder because you believe in it, but it's not a big mass thing which gets huge amounts of money. So I'm very grateful for this kind of feedback, and I am really going to try and bring it back. And till then, the fact that we can do these lives and interact is very, very rewarding for me and hopefully you. So, on that note, for anybody who does have teenagers, I just want to say that now that we have two teens in the house, I feel ready to talk about these years. Our kids won't feature on the show much because, of course, now they're very clear that, oh, we don't want to be on this, whatever. I understand and I really respect that. But something I've really learned is about boundaries. Boundaries, not just for the kids, but for people in our life in general. How much ever you love people, and I'm talking about family relationships, in-laws, whatever. Respect is one thing, but you can also be respectful and kind with boundaries. And sometimes I notice with teenagers, everyone says they don't talk much and they're always closing the door and going in the room, and they some do, some don't. Every child is different. But I think as a parent, I realize we also have to respect their boundaries. They're dealing with so many things, hormones, changing emotions. We just have to be there for them. It's not always easy. And they can be bloody rude. Excuse my language, but it's true. Teenagers can be rude. When our kids were very small, I used to say, why do people make such a fuss and say parenting is tough? It's really not. But to be honest, I realized every phase, as I said, has its amazing stuff and its tough stuff. And sometimes things are really hard, and you're like, how am I going to get through this? But you learn as you go along. And I would love to talk more about this and have you guys share your views too so we can learn together. So I am going to make the Tara Sharma Show season 6 and beyond come back, touch wood, soon. So, on that note, have a fabulous day. Thank you for joining, and we will be, yeah, I'm always here to chat on these platforms. Ta-ra, ta-ra, ta-ra. Bye, guys. I'm so sorry. I think there was a problem on YouTube. It wasn't coming through, but I hope now it is. I don't think it worked very well. Sorry about that. Ta-ra, ta-ra, ta-ra. I don't even know if it went through on Facebook, actually. I don't think it did. Sorry. Did it? No, it didn't. No. Much, Imtiaz. I'm very grateful and I'm very thankful for the encouragement always. And I'm really no big star, but thank you. Bye, guys.